And now for something completely different.
Welcome to the Brad and Lucy show.
This isn't gonna work on a mathematic, I told you.
How many times you gonna fucking use that joke? Oh, probably all your life.
As many times as you're gonna use the fucking corn joke. Corny bastard. You corny wanker.
It's like at least come up with a new one once in a while, like me. I have more than one joke plagiarized. You seem to only plagiarize the one. Please don't unsubscribe just because I'm being an asshole.
Oh, God. You know, I'm gonna unsubscribe soon.
We had somebody do that. They
Oh.
sent me a message. They said, "I'm sorry, but Brad, you're just getting too out of control. Unsubscribing."
Oh my God, look at this guy. He's so sensitive.
No, I don't care. I'm just saying, like,
But he keeps bringing it up.
I am who I am. I can't, what do you want me to be? Something I'm not? Do you want me to be unnatural? Do you want me to be fake and give you something that is a cookie cutter that you can watch on any channel that you want? Or do you want the real Brad? Do you want the old Navy? Do you want the new Navy? Do you want the old Navy? Well, you probably want the new Navy, but...
My eyes twitching. I'm gonna have a mini stroke soon.
Okay. All right.
Okay.
I may be a little baked. That might be motivating some of this.
It's okay.
Should I go? Okay, we're going to do Tim Vine, so maybe I'll be nice and goofy now. Apparently, he's quite goofy. So Bobby Big Boy sent us this. Thank you, Bobby Big Boys.
Yes.
Oh,
And his wonderful woman has beautiful walking.
yes. Bobby's partner, Jen.
Jen. Okay.
Last name Till. Gentil. Get it?
Jaundice.
Yeah, or,
What's her YouTube thing?
I don't know. I'll post
Okay,
it.
anyways, we'll put a little thing on.
I'm going to put a posting because if you like just relaxing walks and very scenic walks
Yes, very
through
beautiful.
historical places,
Yes.
great. She's just starting up the channel, so I'll put a link. Support it. Go see it.
Yep.
If anything, you'll just be like, "Oh my God, I feel like
Or
well rested and I
Yes,
feel
it's very
like
relaxing.
refreshed." So
Yeah.
there you go.
It's nice. I love falling asleep to it.
Sorry, Jen.
I like falling asleep to stuff like that. I'm sorry.
Yeah, but she'll fall asleep to the movie Armageddon, so
I do.
don't worry about that. That's nothing to do with you.
Yeah. Oh well.
That's just her. Okay, here we go.
Okay.
Tim Vine.
Continue.
If you don't like to skip ahead. All right.
I feel all hyper.
Me too.
Shouldn't have had two cups.
All right, here we go. Well, let's get all giddy for Tim.
Please welcome on stage, Mr. Tim Vine!
Tim Vine live. Oh, he's got props. He looks like Nicolas Cage a little
Yeah.
bit. Oh my God, it's him.
Good evening. As you can see, I walk with a distinctive gait. What an entrance. Come on, there's a lot hinging on this. I don't want to lead you up the garden path.
It's cute.
See that bottle of Evian? Watergate, come on.
It's dad
I'm on for
jokes.
3 hours. Now, isn't it embarrassing when one of your fingernails grows much quicker than all the others? With me, it's that one. You know, I used to file my nails, and then I thought, what's the point of keeping them? So I caught this bus. Oh, one liner. Exit signs are on the way out, aren't they? Black Beauty, he was a dark horse. Now, I've...
Oh my God.
Not skip that.
It's so stupid.
I've got a sponge front door. Hey, don't knock it. But I never sleep with fish. I'm halibut. See, I used to go out with this mackerel. When we split up, she was very upset. I said, look, there's plenty more men on the earth. What's your name? Adam. I'll make it. That's funny, because I don't know him from Adam. But I'll make a note of that mentally. It's great there's so many of you who come here tonight. You know, I'm actually being stalked by a sumo wrestler. I've got a big following. Shining all the cameras, pan left, pan left. Look at that, it's a picture of my headquarters. Now, hands up if you remember the Ayatollah. How many? A few hands going up, don't worry, it's still comedy, don't worry.
I get that.
Can you remember the last time you ate rice pudding? No, so you've got ambrosia.
I don't get that one.
I didn't get that one either.
Do you know, I was driving here tonight, a policeman stopped me because one of my tyres was a bit flat. And luckily I had a foot pump in the boot, so I knocked him out with that and drove off. And I got stuck behind a truck, and on the back of the truck it says, "Sheep, please be patient." And I thought that's understandable, because it must be really annoying if you're the driver, and every 5 minutes, "Are we nearly there yet?" So, I got this job in a garage, and little Bo Peep walked in. She said, "There's smoke coming out my bonnet." I said, "Your hair's on fire." She said, "When I drive my car, eggs shoot out the boot." I said, "I would do, it's a hatchback." I want you to imagine now, ladies and gentlemen, that I work in a jaundice clinic. Yellow.
Yellow.
So I went to the doctors. This all happened today, by the way. I went to the doctors. I said, "I'm feeling a bit quincy." He said, "Don't you mean queasy?" I said, "We're talking about human lives."
I didn't get that.
You see, I'm actually, I'm colourblind, but it doesn't stop me enjoying my life. Now, last night I saw Joseph in his amazing brown coat. It was great. So I was working in this health food shop, and this bloke walks in. He said, "Evening, Primrose Oil." I said, "It's Mr. Vine to you."
Evening Primrose.
He said, "Saw your chunks." I said, "You shouldn't have been looking." He said, "Cellulite." I said, "How much do you want for it?" He said, "What I'm after is a great big packet of Alpen." I said, "I suppose you think that's a muesli." So I got this job at Burger King, and Andrew Lloyd Webber walked in. He said, "Give me 2 Whoppers." I said, "You're good looking, your musicals are great."
Womp womp.
Come on.
Pan left.
And then Batman walked up to me, smashed a vase over my head, and he went, "Tupow." I said, "I don't mean kapow." He said, "No, I've got China in my hand." Quick impression, ladies and gentlemen, quick impression. That's Santa Claus in his early 20s. I know, how upsetting. Look at my tear ducts. Bobby Charlton's early 20s. Hey, look what I bought today. An elastic band. A bit of advice, if you've got an Islamic dog, Muslim. Quick impression. Lily Savage, come on, let's go. Now, you invented Tipex. Correct me if I'm wrong.
I didn't get that one.
It's like a correction.
I'm pretty sure. Don't know who he is, but he's in his early 20s. So I was in this restaurant, and during the starter, the waiter came up to me, he got his little finger, and he just tapped me on the head like that, and then he walked off. Then during the main course, he came to me again, he got his index finger, and he went like that, and then he walked away. Then during dessert, he came to me, he got his thumb, and it went like that. And that's the difference, isn't it, between a good restaurant and a great restaurant. It's the little touches.
Jeez.
And the waiter said to me, he said, "What do you want?" I said, "Give me something herby." He gave me a Volkswagen Beetle with no driver. So I was in the jungle, and
This is the
I saw
joke.
this monkey with a tin opener. I said, "You don't need a tin opener to peel a banana." He said, "I know, this is for the custard." And then this rabbit walked up to me. He said, "Someone's just chopped off one of my feet." I said, "That's lucky, isn't it?" He said, "I'm a male rabbit and I'm not moving." I said, "Oh, I see, the buck stops here." He said, "Are you looking at me?" It was Rabbit De Niro. A bit more like Rabbit Bogart, really, but you know what I meant. So I looked round, and there was a partridge, a grouse, and a pheasant, all dressed as clowns. Game for a laugh, that's what it was. But I'll tell you what makes my blood boil. Crematoriums.
It's so stupid.
Oh my
You see,
god,
I've always
it's
been
so
very
nice.
lazy. I've got a smoke alarm, it's got a snooze button.
It's clever. It's very clever.
I was going to write my will today, and then I thought, no, life's too short. And I saw one of those motorbikes that's got the roof that goes right over the top. Have you seen them? Have you seen those ones? Have you seen them? Yeah, if I do this now. It's, no, I couldn't believe it. I thought someone had hotwired a photo booth. So I was working in a travel agency, and this bloke walked in. He said, I want to book a flight, very short notice. I said, you've just missed it. He said, I want to go somewhere hot and secluded, so I locked her in the photocopy room. Ladies and gentlemen, this is one of the saddest paintings I have ever seen in my life. It may not look sad to you, but this was a scene half a second earlier. You see, today, you've got to have a hobby. Today I went shoplifting while balanced on the shoulders of a group of vampires. Yeah, I was done for theft on 4 counts. Mind you, people with guns who say, give me your money, you've got to hand it to them, yeah. Reminds me when I was a builder, you know, I was a terrible builder. The foreman said to me, he said, have you got a plumb line? I said, the one I normally use is, hello, would you like a plumb? So I went to my GP, I said, GP, it's like doctor, I've just updated it. I said, I've just been hit on the head with a set of bongos. He said, you've probably got slight percussion. He said, you're turning into an airport. I said, is it terminal? He said, antiseptic. I said, I've got nothing against the Jews. Ladies and gentlemen, I've got a tape here. Hey, yeah, all right, pipe down. I've got a tape here that proves beyond any doubt that Elvis Presley used to share a 2-bedroom flat with Adolf Hitler. Have a listen to this.
Elvis, I fixed the shower.
Do you ever get that when... Do you ever get that when you're halfway through eating your horse and you think to yourself, I'm not as hungry as I thought? Well, I saw that film today, The Horse Whisperer, absolute rubbish, 3 hours long, Robert Redford going, the horse going, I can't even say it. I've got a horse called Treacle, he's got golden stirrups. Doesn't go out much, he's a shy horse. That's 3 horse jokes on my trot, 4. So whether they can have a sip of your beer in all seriousness, because sorry, it's not a gag as such. Right. Look at the head on that beer.
He's drinking his beer.
Oh, thanks very much for that. Oh dear. This, ladies and gentlemen, this is one of the saddest paintings I've ever seen. It may not look sad to you, but this was the scene half a second earlier.
Like Ronald McDonald.
So I went to the hair salon, my dad's sister walked in, spinning round in circles. I thought, oh my giddy aunt. She said, I want to buy some shampoo. I said, extra volume. She said, shampoo! So I said to this bloke, I said, I'm going to Buckingham Palace to do Prince Philip's hair. He said, have you got a permit? I said, no, I've just got to take a bit off the bag. I said, do you like my shirt? It's covered in pictures of cactuses. He said, cacti? I said, never mind my tie, what do you think of my shirt? So I went to the jewellers, and the sales assistant said to me, he said, can I help you? I said, necklace. He said, do you think I don't know? So I was playing the piano in a bar, and this elephant walked in. As I was playing, he started crying his eyes out. I said, do you recognise the tune? He said, I recognise the ivory. What do you mean, oh? You think I've suddenly broken out of my act to tell you a trick? That was also a joke, don't worry. But, do you know, I went to the head office of the RSPCA. It's absolutely tiny. Yeah, you couldn't swing a cat in there. Gentlemen, I've got a tape here that proves, beyond any doubt, that Larry Grayson used to share a 2-bedroom flat with Bernard Manning. Have a listen to this.
Oh, look at the back on me. Oh, shut that door. He's only wants for a donut. Oh, look at the... Shut up, you bum.
How does that prove it?
See, this is one of the happiest paintings. One of the happiest paintings I've ever seen in my life. It may not look happy to you, but this was the scene half a second later. That's nice.
I thought he was going to eat them.
That's what I thought. It was like,
See, today I had dinner with my boss and his wife, and it was a complete disaster. My boss's wife said to me, she said, Tim, how many potatoes would you like? I said, I just have one. She says, all right, you don't have to be polite. I said, all right then, I just have one, you stupid cow. So I went to have a local department store. I said, have you got any net curtains? He said, no, they've all got VAT on them. I said, that's gross.
I didn't get that.
I said, I can't decide whether to buy this bed or not. He said, do you want to sleep on it? I said, of course I do. I said, how much is it? He said, $98.99. I said, make your mind up. But you know, my favourite party game is Blind Man's Buff. That's when you find someone who's blind and then you polish them.
Blind man's butt.
Do you ever go to McDonald's and when they say, do you want to eat it here or take it away? You say, I want to eat it here. And you eat your entire meal standing by the till. So I went to the supermarket, I said, there's hair on this meat. He said, let go of my leg. I said, I want a ring donut. He said, there's a phone in the corner. So I went to the off licence. I said, tenants? He said, no, we own the place. You see, I used to live in a teapot. I know what you're thinking, poor you.
Womp womp.
I was christened with a flamethrower. That was a baptism of fire, I tell you. And the vicar was wearing a gorilla suit, which was a blessing in disguise. But it was tragic what happened to him, because he was a Dutchman with inflatable shoes. And one day, he went for a run and he popped his clogs. So I bought this chess set and I ate it. It was horrible. I took it back to the shop. I said, that's stalemate. He said, are you sure? I said, checkmate. I said, I feel like an indecisive battery. He said, no, it's a negative. I said, but I do. He said, are you sure? I said, I'm positive. I think you're ready for a song, ladies and gentlemen. You know, my favourite composer is Handel, who later teamed up with Hinge and Brackett to form the Doors.
Got that.
And I'm actually totally deaf, yeah, I never thought anyone would say that. This song, ladies and gentlemen, is about wax crayons. And so, Dave, please, hit the music, please. Wax crayons, here we go.
crayons.
Here we go. Down a bit, that's it. I'm not a wax crayon fan. I don't think they're easy to handle. When I've got one in my hand, it's like trying to write with a candle. Wax crayons. You can't draw tomatoes with the red one. Wax crayons. Never use the yellow one to sign a check. I'm not a wax crayon fan. I much prefer felt tips. When I chew a crayon, it gives me greasy lips. Wax crayons. No good for doing crosswords. Wax crayons. Never use one to draw a very thin line. Not a wax crayon fan, unless I use them for shading, or brass rubbing, or a fence post in a guinea pig's garden.
What the hell was that? Sounds like something I make up on Sunday.
Probably, yeah.
Oh, okay, we're having a little break now. I'm sorry, I'll just nick your beer. That's part of the break.
He stole it here. Oh,
I'll tell you what, you couldn't make this up, could you? Thanks. Let's hear it for Kat, there she is.
Okay, I guess stop
Okay.
there, yeah. There's a long way to go.
yeah, holy shit.
Yeah.
Okay,
I kind of got laughed out there. So.
Yeah, me too.
That's
And
good.
He's funny though.
Yeah.
That is funny. I like the clever little quick words.
Oh my god, it's just one after the other. Like, how does he think of that?
And constant. Holy fuck.
I agree though, Bobby.
You
You're
get
right.
Drained. Yeah, you get drained.
You're right. Like, he's, you have to be kind of baked to watch him and Giddy. But he is funny in a silly way, for sure.
Oops.
I mean, I was like right
the
into it.
camera was off.
I was right into it, so.
Yeah. Yes.
No, that was good. But I could also see like somebody who's in a bad mood watching it, just not enjoying it too at the same time. It's got to be one of those things you're in the mood for. Like, if you're in the mood for it, it's funny.
Oh no, he's freaking
Yeah,
hilarious.
that's good.
Yep.
It's
Absolutely.
so silly, it's funny.
It's very silly.
All right, well, I hope you enjoyed that.
Yes.
And thank you again, Bobby Big Boys. We don't know what that means. I'm not going to think about it either.
He was never confused.
I was never confused. And good job on your channel there, Jen. We'll send everybody your way. Go check out Jen's channel. Great stuff. I'll put a link to that. And even if you just want to relax and let her walk you around some really nice places, I tell you.
Exactly.
I tell you, there's nothing better. All right, we'll talk to you next time. See ya. We'll do some more of this, by the way.
Oh,
Part
yeah,
2,
totally.
Part 3,
Yeah.
whatever. Bye.
And now for something completely different.